Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Justyn. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I make my Weight Watcher friendly hamburger pepperoni cheese pizza. This pizza has literally become a staple in my household just because of how good it is. It is truly pure comfort food, and now I'm to the point where I'm sometimes making it twice a week. So if you would like to find out how I make it, then please stay tuned and keep on watching. So for starters, this recipe does require some initial prep work. I had to make my own homemade marinara sauce, and basically I made a big batch of it in the crock pot, and then I put it into smaller bags and froze them, and as I need them I'll take them out and let them thaw. So I will leave the link to the marinara sauce down below in the description. You can possibly just get some marinara sauce from the store, but you do need to make sure you put it into your recipe builder because it may end up being points. So here are all of my other ingredients. You are going to need some light shredded mozzarella cheese from Trader Joe's. If you don't have a Trader Joe's near you, I highly recommend you do whatever you can to get some. Another dupe for this would, I guess, be the Kraft mozzarella fat-free cheese, but honestly it just really doesn't compare. The Trader Joe's is way better than the fat-free mozzarella. So if you are able to make it to a Trader Joe's, I suggest you like stock up on these. The closest one to me is over 4 hours away, so whenever I just made a trip over there, I just ended up getting like 5 packs of these and I just froze them. So I would highly recommend for you to do the same. Next, we're having our great value turkey meatballs. Then we're having some Faye non-fat Greek yogurt, some gold medal self-rising flour, and last but not least, some of these turkey pepperoni slices. Alright, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and start making our 2-ingredient dough. That is going to be the base for our pizza. You want to go ahead and put your oven on 400 degrees to go ahead and start preheating. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so starting out, you want to make sure you go ahead and clean whatever surface space you're going to be using, because we are going to dump the ingredients on here. You just want to make sure that that is all nice and sanitized. So you're going to go ahead and grab any kind of large bowl, and we're going to start making our dough. So if you don't know what 2-ingredient dough is, it is basically just an equal mixture of self-rising flour and non-fat Greek yogurt. So for this one, we are going to be using a 1/3 cup. So I have a 1/3 cup of my flour, and then we're also going to take a 1/3 cup of our non-fat Greek yogurt. Alright, that's good enough. So you're gonna go ahead and add that to the mixture. And now we're gonna go ahead and try to mix it. So while you're mixing it, just try to get it as equal as you can. The yogurt tends to kind of clump up on its own, but you want to make sure you're breaking it apart and getting it evenly mixed in with the flour. So you're gonna be wanting to look for it to be kind of a crumbly consistency. Make sure you take, see, that's a lot of yogurt right there on your spoon thing, so make sure you're taking that off. Alright, so here is the mixture kind of up close. You can see like the consistency of it. So now what we're going to do is start flouring our countertop. We're going to take that same flour and just kind of spread it around like so. Let me bring the camera down a little bit. So once you've got that, you're going to go ahead and dump your mixture onto the flour. The purpose of the extra flour is so it doesn't stick to anything, because it gets really sticky. So you're going to take some more flour and flour the mixture. You're going to flour your hands. And now we're going to start kneading the dough. So basically you're just going to kind of do this motion, a kneading motion, and kind of grab the flour on your counter as you're doing it. It's like a squish and turn and pancake kind of motion. I don't really know how to explain it. So it's getting kind of sticky. Gonna add more flour my hands. So at this point, we are going to kind of make it into a little ball. So this is our dough ball, and now we're gonna, I think I'm gonna flour it some more a little bit. So now we're gonna place it in the center, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab my rolling pin. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can do this with your hands or maybe any other appliance that is in this shape. I got this for like $3 at Walmart, so they're really inexpensive, and I would recommend that you get this because it makes it a lot easier. We're gonna flour our rolling pin, and then we're gonna start rolling it out. So now I'm just gonna take it and kind of just do this motion. So I'm gonna do that several times, pick it up, kind of even it out, and then lay it horizontally. Then we're gonna do the same thing. The longer you do this, the more you'll kind of get the hang of it, know how much pressure. So you just keep rolling it to kind of your desired shape. You don't want to make it too big because then all of your ingredients will thin out. If you want kind of like just a big bite, you may want to make it a little bit thicker. It just depends on what you like. So now we're gonna go ahead and transfer this to our pan. So I actually like to use my pen to kind of help me a little bit. So I'll kind of like take it on the end of it and I'll roll it up like this. And then I'm just gonna let that sit there so I can go ahead and put it on my pan. All right, so I have my cooking sheet here. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it with some Pam spray. All right, now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and just take it off of it, transfer it, and just kind of roll it out like that. All right, so now that we've got that there, we're gonna go ahead and start doing our toppings. So as far as the marinara sauce, pretty much just do as much as you want. This recipe, the homemade one, is 0 points, so it's really just depends on the kind of thickness you want to it. Put a little bit more in the sparser areas. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and go in with our cheese. So I'm going to be using 3 ounces of this. And one little tip that I have for you guys, for me personally, I only use this cheese for this pizza, and I know that I'm going to use 3 ounces of cheese every single time. So since this is a 12-ounce bag, basically whenever I open up a new bag, I will go ahead and weigh out 3 ounces like in servings, and what I'll do and put them in these little baggies like this. That way whenever I make this pizza, since I'm now making it a lot more often, I don't have to get out my food scale every single time. I already know that 1 bag of this is 3 ounces, and I can just basically grab, go, and put it on my pizza. So I will just take it and do like so, pretty self-explanatory. So I just kind of make sure there's no sparse pieces and just spread it out a little bit. So now we're gonna go ahead and go in with our turkey pepperoni. So you can have up to 5 slices for 0 points, which is what I'm about to do here. But if you just really like pepperoni, you can have as much as 15 slices for 1 point. So it's pretty much just picking and choosing what you want. And now we're gonna go in with our hamburger. So what I use for the hamburgers are these Great Value turkey meatballs. They do come in the frozen aisle, so I'm gonna go ahead and microwave 2 of them, probably for like 30 to 40 seconds. And then I'm gonna cut them up and place them onto the pizza. All right, so I just finished microwaving the turkey meatballs, and this is what they look like. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my knife and just start chopping them into little bite-sized pieces. So it really doesn't matter, it kind of just depends on how big you want them. I've kind of just over time started doing 8 pieces. All right, so now that you have your little meatball hamburger mimicking pieces, you're just gonna basically just put them on here. So try to make it like as even as I can. One thing that I've been thinking about trying is maybe putting the toppings on before the cheese, just so the cheese kind of like, it still has that clean look. But as of right now, it's okay being on top of the cheese. All right, so that is all we have to do. That is our pizza, and I am gonna put it in the oven. It is at 400 degrees, and I'm gonna put it in for about 11 to 12 minutes. So we will see how it looks when it is done. All right, so that cooked at 12 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and take it out. I like to go ahead and cut it while it is freshly out the oven, so I will use my pizza cutter and just do this. All right, and there you go. All right, you guys, so here is the final product. Y'all, this is so good. Literally, I've been making this so much lately. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready to eat it. So overall, this entire pizza is 8 smart points. It is 4 for the flour, 0 for the yogurt, 3 for the cheese, 0 for the pepperoni, and then for 2 of these turkey meatballs, it is 1 smart point. So literally, this is so freaking good, so delicious. And I like to pair it with this. This literally tastes just like an orange soda. And this is 0 smart points. So yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, let me know down below in the comments what other videos you'd like to see, any recipes, anything, honestly. Just let me know down below in the comments. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join me on this journey, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, guys. Bruh.